Good evening, folks, and welcome to another late night edition of the Gridiron Power Hour After Hours.
Yeah.
This is a long introduction. We're going to jump right into it. This is a continuation from last week's talk about athletes and mental illness. And I know you're thinking, what does mental illness have to do with being an athlete? It has everything to do with it. It shows that even athletes are human. They're normal. It's who they are. And there's nothing they can do to change it.
Ask the Tennessee Titans about Isaiah Wilson and what they basically had to do this week.
Well, they not only cut him loose, they also cut loose Adam Humphries.
Adam Humphries I saw coming. Even I knew that was coming.
Yes, but here's the thing, folks.
What was it, 14?
Yep. But here's
you knew he was going to be a liability.
Yeah, but here's the thing, folks. The Titans is looking into J.J. Watt, as the Buffalo Bills are, and the Green Bay Packers. The Steelers are out.
Well, the Steelers are out because they're in salary cap purgatory.
Yep.
Look at the guys are going to have to look at the list of the glutton list of guys are going to have to resign.
But here's the thing, though. J.J. Watt was asking $15 to $16 million.
Yeah. But if I'm not mistaken, if you look at all the players the Titans have had to let go, that's not even close to enough to even get J.J. Watt. If I'm Tennessee, I'm figuring out a way to get maybe not bargain basement deals, but better than the crap that they put out last year.
Yep.
Especially on the defensive front. I kind of wish they would have gotten rid of Borders. I kind of wish they would have gotten rid of him.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
He really didn't do anything.
Yeah. And for all you Seattle Hawks fans, I got a little bit of bad news for you. Involving your beloved quarterback.
Let me just say this. Your boy ain't happy.
Yep.
He's basically putting the ball back in the Seahawks court saying, hey, get me some help.
Yep.
Either get me some help and get me some people that I can work with, or I want out.
But here's the thing. Along with the Cowboys and the Packers and the Raiders, the Jets want him too.
Well, here's the problem. Jets already had their own problem.
Yeah.
The Jets have to kind of make a decision on what they want to do with Donald. The Cowboys have to make a decision on what they're going to do with Dak. See, here's the problem. With all these big name teams that we bring up every time, all these guys want to go. They want to go to all these places. But do they really consider how much of a salary cap hit that these teams will take? And then they have to figure out how much the opposing team, the team that's making the trade and doing the dance with them, that's going to take, plus how much the main team is going to take.
Yep. And we know where Big Ben is still going to be with. He's still sticking with Pittsburgh.
And right now, Deshaun Watson, the Houston Texans, are basically adding nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically still playing the stare-down game with each other. The incompetent owners of the Houston Texans and Jack Easterby and Kyle McNair continue to sit on their hands and do nothing.
And twiddle their thumbs.
Deshaun Watson wants out.
Let him go. Why are you going to continue to hold him hostage?
But here's the thing. The Texans are basically playing a game I like to refer to as blind man's bluff. They are saying, Deshaun Watson, you signed a contract. And not only did you sign a contract, that basically says we have control of you for as long as you're here.
No, but you forgot.
You have to play with who we give you. Crap, if you ask me.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I should have done better.
But here's the thing. Just like with Russell Wilson and J.J. Watt, the Texans don't want to have to pay out the other team who won them. We had to pay out the remainder of the salary from that team.
And guess what? They'd also have to give up all the draft picks too.
Mm-hmm.
all the teams that do the dance with these teams for these disgruntled players, except for J.J. Watt, who can go anywhere he wants at any time. Because J.J. Watt did the smart thing. He asked for his release. He didn't, hold the team over a barrel. Deshaun Watson, yeah, he may have asked for his request. He may have asked for the request to be released. But the Texans don't have to basically cow down to Deshaun Watson and say, okay, we'll let them both go. They're like, no, we'll let one cornerstone go. We're not letting both go. That's the game they're playing.
Yeah. But here's the thing. And the owners in the NFL are terrible poker players. Because as soon as they think that this superstar will take them to court, sue them for not letting them out of their contract after their agent.
I'm even hearing the New England Patriots in a couple of deals too.
Mm-hmm.
So almost the whole freaking league.
But here's something else you might not know. Remember when I said that Green Bay was also interested in J.J. Watt? Here's why they can't get him. Because the Packers are going to be at $11.4 million above the cap level for next season.
Well, yeah, but look at the guys. I mean, they already let go of their two defensive linemen who weren't doing anything. But that really doesn't get them under the cap at all.
Yeah, here's the thing. In order for the Packers to stay below salary cap, there's two people they got to avoid in the free agency.
And J.J. Watt is one of them.
It didn't say J.J. Watt. Richard Sherman's one of them.
Well, here's the thing. You tell me if I'm off base on this.
It's Richard.
Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman has lost his step. Who's going to pay out the nose for Richard Sherman, who doesn't look like he once did?
And on top of that, they're also avoiding AJ Green at all costs. Because wherever that man goes, trouble follows.
They can fix that contract though. If Cincinnati can negotiate that contract down a little bit, I think Green Bay can, work it to where they can actually fit it under the cap. Because Green Bay needs another deep front receiver, and AJ Green's been playing on a crap team for the Bengals since he's been there every year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think don't we have a little podcast announcement to make?
Oh, yeah.
Or we're going to hold off on that?
Another podcast. Well, we're going to hold off on that until tomorrow. Because my guest tomorrow is going to be at an earlier start time than usual because of something else that we got to be in tomorrow.
Okay. And don't forget, tomorrow we have our little...
Yes, we do.
And we'll give you news on that. I know what we discussed in the meeting, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Are we even doing our pod tomorrow?
Let's see. If the way the meeting is going to be is since it's going to be at 7:00. Because I just found out there's a couple of expansion teams that popped in on us unexpectedly.
Well, I know Oklahoma City popped in last week because we've been welcoming them in the league last week.
Yeah. Now they're split into two divisions, the Midwest and the South Division. In the Midwest, and a Midwest team that I never heard of is out of St. Joseph's, Missouri.
Wait a minute. Didn't Sean talk about that 2 weeks ago? That they were thinking about getting a team from Missouri anyway?
Yeah.
And Illinois?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's much of a surprise.
Nope.
Remember?
Yep.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And I didn't even think that team will even pop up.
Well, here they are, by George. And they're like, "Oh, we'll show you."
And like I said before, folks, J.J. Watt is looking at 3 teams and looking at a couple of teams who want to, and Pittsburgh's not one of them. No offense, but no offense to you Steelers fans, but nobody wants all three Watt brothers on the same team. It's like three bros running into the China shop.
Okay. I don't agree with that statement of the Watt brothers all not playing on the same team.
Those three guys, Eagles are the size of Texas. No offense to the state of Texas, by the way.
No, here's the thing. No, all three of them played at Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would love to see it happen, but
Now,
Tampa Bay still hasn't made a decision on Antonio Brown yet.
no,
I don't think.
I don't think he did. Or Ryan Sucker.
I haven't heard anything on Antonio Brown yet from the Bucs side of things. I know they were supposed to make a decision this week.
Yep.
And if they've made a decision already, I don't know what decision they've made.
Yeah. And going back to the topic at hand, which is athletes and mental illness, it's not just the mental aspect of being hurt; it's the physical aspect too. I mean,
the physical part. When we hear players going through physical therapy, surgery, depending on how long their therapy is going to be, what they can and can't do, that's the easy part.
Yeah. The hard part is getting on that road to recovery and staying there.
But the mental aspect, that's the one that you don't know how they're going to respond.
Yeah. And the case in point, which I forgot to bring up last week, is it's not only just football that mental illness plays in.
Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call this what it is. It's all sports.
Yes.
It's not just
including BMX bike riders. And
extreme sports.
And one person in point, Dave Mirra, who died a couple of years ago at the age of 42 from mental illness.
Did you see that 30 for 30 film on that biker, by the way?
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name was.
That was Dave Mirra.
Yeah, okay. That's the one because when you said that, I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't there a 30 for 30 based off of one of those BMX / extreme sport biker guys?
Yeah, that was Dave Mirra.
Okay.
And another person who also might
said the name though, I don't think.
Yeah, it was Dave Mirra. Another person in point will be if he thought to himself, if he didn't quit right away, he would have died. Because all them straight skateboard tricks he doing is making major havoc to his body. And that would be Tony Hawk, who took the smart route and retired at the age of 52. That man is 52 years old. He shouldn't be doing what he did. Come to think of it, there is a video on YouTube from an old MTV show.
I don't want to hear it.
It's from an old MTV show a long time ago. It's from an old.
All I want to hear is a loud splash and somebody's body doing a complete 360 Kareem on a big old concrete print.
No, this was on a big old wooden loop.
No thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Bad result of it is his foot went one way, his ankle went another.
And the body ain't supposed to go that way.
No, and neither was male anatomy either. And neither was a male anatomy either. Which I found out, which still to this day,
it doesn't matter what anatomy it is.
It's the lower part of the anatomy. Which, folks, let me remind you, there's a reason why they have advisory warnings on TV shows for a reason. So you don't do this shit.
So stuff like this doesn't happen.
Or else you want to end up like the guy did in Missouri with one of his fellows gone for the last 7 months.
Or when they had the wrestling thing, when they say, please don't try this at home.
Yep.
Where the poor little kid killed his sister, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Doing a wrestling move. Folks, that's why they put those warnings up there.
For a reason. To not only to protect them from liability, but to protect you from doing something this stupid. Speaking of the stupid guy from Missouri,
that's on you.
And this one was on him. Who told you to ride rollerblades on the steps of the courthouse to try to jump from one rail to another, knowing you miscalculated, knowing what was going to happen, knowing you were going to catastrophically do some permanent damage to your baby maker?
Either he knew what was going to happen and didn't care, or he was a total dimwit, or both.
He was both. He wound up in the hospital. They had to operate on him to fix that. And this is for all you men. I hope that there's a reason why they're called athletic cups for a reason. You need those.
And he got the iron lung treatment.
No, he didn't. He got the narrow urethra treatment. Yeah, that's what tore it to pieces. 1.5 inches. Yeah, when he landed on the rail in the baby maker. Don't do that mess.
Like, dude. Really?
Really?
You're an idiot.
He couldn't pee or have sex for 7 months. That put a damper on a lot of things for that boy. Not to mention he wore a bandage diaper with a catheter in it.
Mm-hmm.
Until he got that thing fixed. And when he did, well, let's just say his fellas were nearly returned to normal size and color instead of a big purple grapefruit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Slap Nuts Brigade.
So for the love of God.
Yeah, like the teams we talked about last week.
Oh,
Gonads and Slap Nuts.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that like I said,
idiots were not heard in making this commercial unless you're a total idiot.
Yeah.
He is an idiot.
Like I said, folks, if athletes are regular people, but for the love of God, your body's not supposed to
go that way
at all. Especially your ankle, your entire foot, your wrist, your arm, your head, your shoulder,
face.
Speaking of faces, for all that's other sanctified and holy, tennis nets are not made for BMX tricks to be jumped over, folks. It's not. Because the last dude who did that, he not only jumped, his face hit the concrete, he wound up cracking his head. His face was peeling clean off him. His teeth went up one lip and his lower lip was gone down.
The wrong way.
Plus, he had a hole in his chin.
Yeah. Talk about a new meaning of hurling through midair
and landing face first on concrete. You're an idiot.
And that was not forgiving.
No. One dude had learned the easy way and he never rode his bike ever again.
Smart man.
And this was after he landed on a hard dirt pile and ripped his face open.
Mm-hmm.
Snowmobilers quit riding a snowmobile after his foot got caught in it and it ripped his foot right out the socket. I mean, yeah, like I said, the body's not supposed to go that way, but I don't think your foot is supposed to be hanging on attached to the skin either.
Oh, by the way, I heard a story earlier in the week. I mean, it's been a while back, but it was amusing.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with anybody's face, even though there was a brawl involved.
Oh, boy. Let's hear it.
You want to talk about going all the way back to the sticks, folks? We're going.
Yeesh.
All the way in Magnolia, Arkansas. Yes, the deep corner of the South, children. Okay, picture this. 52-year-old female, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Oh, boy.
She gets out of the car.
Uh-oh.
With a beer
No.
in her hand.
Uh-oh.
Walks into the church.
Uh-oh.
And then, like the Southern style version of "Are you stupid?"
Have you lost your marbles?
Says.
Let the church say, yeah, hell to the no.
By the way, 46-year-old lady kicks the 52-year-old lady in the chest until Popo shows up. And takes the female away in handcuffs. And I believe either she still had the bit in her hand or she couldn't get it. Like, dude. First off, why? In the ABC, why do they say most sports you can't bear in church anyway?
That's the dumbest thing. The only alcohol they'll be drinking will be communion wine, and it's not really wine, it's grape juice. I know for the fact, folks.
You know what it is? I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, except at the church I go to, we do drink regular wine.
Well, for the rest of us folk,
y'all just got played with grape juice.
Yeah, it's real. And a beloved in town did not, and a beloved in town did not holier than thou, not Rich Cracker.
Y'all ain't drinking wine, y'all drinking red grape juice.
Well, we do. Hopefully nobody got punched off that real wine after they got done drinking it.
Nope.
I hope not.
Nope. And like we said before, folks, there's warnings on the TV shows for a reason, so you don't do something stupid. Otherwise, you're going to wind up on a dumb episode of 1,000 Ways to Die.
Or you could be a YouTube sensation like we've seen before.
Yeah.
When the dude behind the counter looked like a human harpoon. And we'll be laughing at that guy for the rest of our lives.
Yep.
Because it's still amusing every time.
Yeah. And like I said, folks, you do something really, really stupid, and it's on YouTube.
We will not only call you out on it, if it's funny enough, we'll laugh at you too.
Till the cows come home.
Yeah, that too. And then
because right now, it's half the things I don't saw on YouTube. I'm laughing at it until I'm blue in the face.
Yep.
Man.
Either she's blue in the face or she passes out from seeing stars.
Yep. Either way, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah, very loudly.
Yep. And like most people, and like most of you athletes, y'all guys like to celebrate. But if y'all celebrate too early and let somebody else beat your ass, and I know about it, and I tell him, we're dragging you guys through the carpet for months.
I've seen it happen more than once.
And I have too.
Where a team feels like they had the game in hand and they start playing stupid.
Especially if you're a high school basketball team who scores with 5 seconds left on the clock. And you really, really mess up when the opposing team grabs the ball, 5 seconds left on the clock, and they score.
And they still have enough time. Because in high school basketball, 5 seconds is an eternity. Or in any basketball, for that matter, unless you're a stupid team that doesn't know how to make the correct, proper play, which I've seen more than once when I've called games. So, yes, I have heard it more than once. It's happened more than once, even though my eyes haven't seen them. But it has happened. Now.
And folks, if you want a real funny bone, we got a Major League Funny Bone to tell you.
Uh-oh.
And it's about the team nicknames that I came across last week.
Oh, you mean you found more from since we were last year?
I think one of them was the 40 weirdest team nicknames in sports.
Are they the same ones we did last week?
Yes, we didn't even air that.
Oh no. Oh well, we might as well put it here.
Yep. So, folks, let me remind you.
I thought you had found more of them.
Let me remind you something. If you have a team like the Bulls, the Colts, the Broncos, the Steelers,
Wildcats, the Panthers, the Eagles, the Golden Eagles,
the 49ers, cool names with mascots that make sense.
Seahawks, Patriots, Giants.
Yes. But
Texans are not.
sometimes there are teams with names that, let's face it.
Just flat out like, excuse me. Who was in the board meeting and thought this was a great idea for the greatest team names in sliced bread?
Yes.
And these are the names that we talked about last week on our Saturday pod that we'll be talking about today. That makes you ask the question:
what the hell were they
in
thinking?
the boardroom?
Okay. One of the names we're going to talk about is, first of all, from Jordan, Utah's to Jordan High School Beat Diggers. That name does. That name inspires fear if you're a red-rooted vegetable.
For one, that don't make sense. The Beatins?
The Beat Diggers.
Again, that doesn't make sense.
All right. Well, it's one of the teams that you heard of. And it took me a while to find out about it, and I found the name. The place was that high school from Conway, Arkansas. Sorry, Conway, Arkansas, you on this dumb list too. It's your team, the Wampus Cats.
Hey, I like the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, and here it is.
That's the name by itself. That's not a dumb name. Wampus Cats are pretty cool.
Actually, not according to Apollon Sports. A Wampus Cat is a fearsome creature from folklore. It doesn't stop it from sounding stupid.
No, good point.
Then at numbers 3 and 4.
At least it's not as stupid as if there was a team in where you'd be called the Toads something high school nematodes. At least it's not as stupid as that.
Or you got two high schools with the same team name.
Oh Lord.
Which is the Chemist and Kimberly High School Papermakers.
The Papermakers or the Waste Basket?
No, the Papermakers. Maybe they could get Dunder Mifflin to sponsor their uniforms.
The Dunder Mifflin Dunderheads.
Of course, like I said, well, the University of Wisconsin Badgers is a good name. But why would you name your high school Badger High?
The Badger High Badgers?
The Badger Badgers.
The Badger High Badgers. Double entendre. At least it's better than the Waste Basket.
And too bad, Dene Longa, and Ruben Bumaji didn't play here. And of course, there is the Newburgh Free Academy Goldbacks from New York.
The what?
The Newburgh Free Academy Goldbacks. Anything with backs attached to the end seems like a slur.
The Goldbacks. Should have been the Diamondbacks. Or the halfbacks.
Or the running backs, the fullbacks.
But the Goldbacks?
No.
That almost sounds like cat. That almost sounds about as worse as the Slingbacks of high heels.
The Butte, Idaho Pirates.
The Pirates.
No comment.
Fine. That makes sense. Except they're in the coldest state.
Yes, Mom?
Idaho. Except they're in the coldest
TJ!
Idaho.
No, that was Alex.
Well, that one kind of makes sense. Except they're in the coldest state in the world, Idaho, besides Alaska.
Yeah. Then there's the Grafton St. Thomas Spoilers.
Okay.
Isn't that supposed to be a concession that you suck and you can only hope to spoil a good team's season?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's stupid. Hold on, folks. Keep making flash.
Wow, a game ending before 9:30? I'm shocked. That's a rarity. A game ending before 9:30. Wow.
I'll come back in a minute, folks.
That's priceless.
Oh, no, she did. Oh. All right. Now I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Now we're back to this list of stupid team names. Number 9 is really, really stupid. They're not Pleasant Kilties.
Show me the kilt.
They managed to take the word kilt and make it even more infamous.
More stupid.
Yep. Number 10 will be the Bellows Free Academy Bob White.
The Bob White.
Yeah, a Bob White is a quail that is commonly killed and consumed. Doesn't even have much meat on it.
Hey, Bob, what's your last name?
Bob White.
What's his full name? Bob White.
Then out of Georgia, I'm sorry, Georgia, but yeah, our city's team is ranked on here. It's the Cairo Syrup Makers.
The dirt makers or the dirt clods or the dirt bags?
Syrup Makers.
Dirt makers. Dude.
Nope.
Can we get that? That's not original.
No, Syrup Makers. Their sweet and sticky are not adjectives I want applied to my football team.
I'd rather have syrup on my pancakes, not as a football team.
I'd rather have it on a pancake on a stick.
Or
I don't want to name my team.
Not as the name of my football team. Thank you.
No. Then from New Jersey, we got the Red Bank Catholic Casey's.
The Casey's. No
Now, folks, here's the stupid thing. You might thinking,
no relation to Casey and the Sunshine Band, right?
no.
Okay.
You might think that their name, you might think of something else, right? They thought so too. They took this nickname from a former Monsignor of their high school. It makes us think of Casey Anthony or Casey Kasem.
Oh, well, Casey Kasem, I'll accept. Casey Anthony?
Hell to the no.
Let me see. There are so many things I could say about Miss Casey Non-Anthony, as in child killer, and a lot of other things that I could say, but I will not.
Now this one. Then there's out of Glenville, Ohio. It's the Tar Blooders.
The Pueblos.
The Tar Blooders. Apparently when a railroad worker lays on the ties, who laid the ties and cements them with tar, when you have to explain it, it loses impact.
That's cool. The black tars.
It loses impact when you call them that.
You know what? The only thing with tar I can think of is when they tar it when these in those Podunk U towns and they have to do the road and they have to put that stuff down on the road.
Yeah, that
boy just stink.
Yeah. Oh, it also reminds me back a long time ago, right when this country was new and all, when somebody who got off the ship as a Navy officer won't give a patriot their money, they're going to ridicule them around town by tar and feathering them. But the tar sticks to skin, and when they peel it off, it hurts.
Yeah.
Then you're pulling off a Band-Aid, but worse. You're peeling off skin.
Almost about
and it sets infections.
Yes. And after they pull it off, you start bleeding.
Yeah.
Moving on. Number
14 is the Austin Westlake Chaparrals from Austin, Texas.
Now, the Chaparrals are okay because they used that name when they were in the ABA, when they were in Dallas.
Yeah, but this is a high school football team. They are called the Chaps for short. Wonder if they're assless. No.
That's amusing.
I bet everybody's going through. I hope they're not assless chaps.
They could be.
Yep. And all the way from Maryland, number 15 is the Dunbar Poets.
He's a poet.
Really?
He should be whacked over the head with a mallet.
You need to be whacked on the head with a rubber mallet and rename the damn team.
Mallet in the morning. Mallet over there.
It's not to the school's namesake, but poets? Aren't they the guys the football players should be pummeling?
Yeah, really.
Yes.
That doesn't like. Ooh, who are we playing this week? Oh, we're playing the Poets. It's boring.
And all the way from Michigan is the Mount Clemens Battling Bathers.
The battling what?
The Battling Bathers. Not sure you want to combine football and baptism in your nickname.
No.
You really don't.
No. I was an idiot. No. That's stupid anyway. No.
And of course, number 17 and 18 makes as much sense as a cricket.
Makes about as much sense
as a cricket in your ear.
Filling out your taxes and forgetting to turn them in.
Number 17 and 18 is the St. Mary Preps and the Rockhurst Eaglets and Hawklets. Baby birds, even eaglets and hawklets don't exactly inspire fear. Hell, they can't even fly.
Oh, like the Poets. Who are we playing this week? Oh, we're playing the Eaglets. Oh, we're playing the baby Hawklets.
Shouldn't they be the team to get bounced on and a team that should be getting run over by a lawnmower?
What, dude? Can we try something better than that, please?
That's embarrassing. And right going into Little Rock, Arkansas's direction, it's the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats.
Okay, I've heard of Wildcats, but I've never seen Wildcats charge.
Adding charging seems like overkill. And is a Wildcat really known for charging?
Unless they are so ticked off and woken up from taking a nap, then I could see it.
Unless somebody was too drunk and too high and too stupid, or all of the above, to name this team the Charging Wildcats.
Wildcats fine, but charging, no.
Next up from Delaware, it's the Salesian School Sallies.
Sally.
This and according to it, this simply can't be real, can it? Was Nancy's already taken? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
By another school.
He's a Sally.
And all the way from Hawaii, the Punahou Buff and Blue.
The Buff and Blues.
It's not some native Hawaiian bird of prey or anything. Believe it or not, this nickname comes from the two school colors, buff and blue.
Oh, what's our team colors? Oh, it's
buff and blue.
It's buff with blue trim and white and pink and white stripes down. Like they should really change their name to the Girly Men and be done with it.
If you think the number 21 don't make no sense, folks, the number 22 will make you hungry. All the way from Idaho, it's the Shelly Russets.
The Russets.
That's right, folks. Idaho is known for potatoes. Doesn't mean you have to incorporate it into your nickname. Would it be like calling a Chicago team the Gangland Murders? The Gangland Murders. The gang-related murders, actually.
Dude, that's a TV show.
Number 23, the Watersmeet Nimrods.
What a Nimrod. What a tool.
Yep. In the Bible, Nimrod was a mighty hunter. Nobody knows their Bible anymore. Today, a Nimrod's merely a moron. I think they should have been called the Watersmeet Morons.
They should have been called the Stingrays or something better. But Nimrods? No thanks.
And also out of Ohio is the Orofino Maniacs.
We're
Just sit back and relax. You listen till you collapse. The Orofino Maniacs. That's not no fact.
Totally insane.
The Orofino Maniacs. Those are the facts.
Yes.
Made me think that the team was named for the local mental hospital. Unfortunately, that's not even true.
I wonder if that's how the cartoon was made. They had a whole bunch of folks, a whole lot of dudes at a sanitarium.
No. It was merely the frenetic style of playing the hoops team. The hoops team used to be named for. And all the way out of Teutopolis, Illinois, it's the Teutopolis wooden shoes.
Oh, what is he wearing?
Wooden shoes.
What is he wearing? He's wearing a pair of wooden shoes. That's what we're naming our team.
They're particularly loud on the basketball court, but slow.
Yeah, instead of actual regular shoes, they're wearing wooden shoes and they slip and slide.
You go click clack, wait.
I could see that.
Yep, you're gonna see a bunch of idiots lawn sharing themselves or hugging themselves in the back of the head. Scorpion! Oops, he got lawn chair.
And they were like, ladies and gentlemen, we have time out on the floor for a spilled person who's actually hurt.
All right, I'll compare the name of the wooden shoes to.
If we have one more injury on this floor with these stupid wooden shoes, this game should be canceled.
We're gonna compare that team to getting popcorn with a skateboard right in the nuts. What?
I'll put it this way: skateboard wins. Skateboard wins.
You'll win anyway.
Hold on, who would win? Skateboard or 18-wheeler? 18-wheeler. Who would win? 18-wheeler or pickup truck? 18-wheeler.
18-wheeler or a 747. 747.
All the 747 I do is fly down and cross the backside.
And folks, I'm not even proud of this one because this one's from the volunteer state. It's the Chattanooga Central Purple Pounders.
It's the one.
Sounds like a prison team, don't you think?
The only thing about purple I can think of is back in the 70s when the Vikings had the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
The only thing I can think of purple is from Atlanta, Georgia, the Purple Ribbon All-Stars. But these guys do sound like a prison team.
It actually got punk slapped and the taste slapped at it was a bird mouth.
And all the way from Pennsylvania. And all the way from Pennsylvania, even this sounds a little bit bizarre, folks. This is the Mars area fighting planets.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's a sort of war of the worlds thing.
The fighting what?
The fighting planets.
The fighting Captain Planets.
Oh my god. Yep. Sorry, for all you 40 teams, we're making fun of you right here and now because you deserve it.
Yep.
Number 28.
By the time we get to our regular season, well, actually, I think we should use for entertainment for the road on the road trips.
Yep. Yep. And this next team, I'm going to include a drunk guy trying to do a headstand, flips on his back and runs his head into a parked car.
After he hits the column, bounces off the column, hits the floor, rolls onto the floor, bouncing around like a freaking basketball.
And hits the car.
And his head goes completely katha, right in between two chairs, and two patrons don't even see the guy sitting there, don't even see the guy's head sitting there, and go crunch.
Yep. Number 28 from Beaver, Oklahoma is the Beaver Dusters.
The Beaver Dusters.
Beaver Dusters sounds like something you order online on a secure site.
More like the Feather Duster, basically renamed instead of the Feather Dusters, the Beaver Duster.
and all the way at it. Well, number 29 speaks for itself, folks. All the way out of Yuma, Arizona is the Yuma Criminals. I hope this isn't the truth in advertisement. I hope it ain't either. So it will go something like this. Hey, where you guys going? Oh, we're going to play the Yuma Criminals.
Oh, who are we playing this week?
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get shot.
I hope we don't drop the soap. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. No soap will be involved. Only bullets and hand grenades and chainsaws are allowed here.
Or shanks and shears.
Or 747 or missile launchers.
All right, folks. We're at number 30. And out of Illinois, I don't know what y'all were thinking. The Chicago Bulls was a great team. You should have stuck with that. But instead, you got the Freeburg Midgets.
He's a midget. Oh, there's another midget.
I'm surprised that the Little People Lobby hasn't gotten hold of this one yet.
Like, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Little People's Convention hasn't gotten enraged with this.
I'm surprised they ain't even gotten baseball bats to beat somebody's ass.
You know what surprised that? I'm surprised one of those video people just didn't suck in Julio. It's like those blankety blank idiots over there in the corner of that high school. How dare they call us midgets? We should sue them for everything they got. Yeah, sue them.
Okay. And number 31, this is from Webster University. There's a Webster University Gorloks. The students at Webster's came up with this one. It sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
It's the Warlock from Harry Potter. The Warlock.
It's the Gorloks.
The annual Warlocks.
And University of California, Santa Cruz, we're coming right for you right now because you're next on this list. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Name of this team.
You know what? I'm surprised I didn't hear on this list. I'm surprised I didn't hear a team called the Gargoyles.
Oh, there is a team called the Gargoyles. It's the lacrosse team. There's a lacrosse team somewhere in this country named the Gargoyles.
Oh yeah. Or the Lancers or the Lanterns.
Yeah. And number 32, and I'm sorry, like I said, University of California, Santa Cruz, we're coming for you. You should be ashamed of yourself for this one. Whoever calls their team the University of California Santa Cruz Banana Slugs? Big, slimy, and disgusting, kind of like a pregnant Kardashian sister.
And we call it squish bananas.
A soft banana, squash banana, finger bone, the finger bone.
Yep. They call it squish banana, squish banana, squish banana, squish. The banana slugs.
And number 13.
33.
Number 33. Well, what can I say about this one? I'll just let you tell you, and you can come up with it yourself. It's the Columbia College Fighting Koalas.
The fight, like we said in a few of the names here, I don't think koalas would strike the fear of God in you.
No,
because all you hear is a loud squish, and all the fur would start falling off the koala. Basically, putting
fighting in front of an adorable, cuddly creature like a koala doesn't make it any scarier. Not unless you call it the Fighting College. Not unless you call them the Columbia College Fighting Gizmos. Then you see that they transform into a gremlin. Now that's scary.
The fighting gremlins I can see.
Now that's scary. But the fighting koalas, no.
But the fighting stuffed animals?
No.
The fighting koalas? The fighting kangaroos?
The fighting drunk idiots? Are you crazy?
The fighting grizzlies? Fine, I can see that one. But the fighting little stuffed cute chihuahua, the
koala. No. And number 34. This one should actually go back into confession and confess their sins for naming this team. It's the Presbyterian Blue Hose. I guess it's better than the Presbyterian prostitutes.
I guess they could think of it. But yes, there have been teams that have actually played the Presbyterian Blue Hose. And look, the name is so bad, okay? The few of the scoreboard hosts that actually did
no.
And Presbyterian actually was playing them, they didn't say the name. They just said Presbyterian such and such, whoever such and such, because they were beating the pants off of them. It was so bad they couldn't even say the Blue Hose.
They would have been the press prostitutes.
Not even that. I wouldn't even compare a depressed prostitute for the Blue Hose. Not even on my life.
All right.
Even if I wanted to.
All right, let's get away from that before we both lock ourselves into a coma. Number 35 from Scottsdale, Arizona, Scottsdale Community College, Fighting Artichokes.
I don't remember an artichoke ever fighting nothing.
No, that's ridiculous because everybody knows that artichokes are peaceful vegetables.
Go back to number 33. The fighting koalas, no fear. Fighting artichokes, sure as heck no fear because you're gonna eat it.
And all of
That
and number 36, let's just say number 36 is gonna make you want to crush, boy, all you men all around the world cross your legs. It's the Rhode Island School of Design Dance. Yeah, it's a joke. Right down to the anatomically correct mascot and the gonads cheer.
Wow.
I can see it now. Go Nats, go Nats, go Nats, go. I'm sorry, but if I'm putting against a team whose mascot is a pair of testicles.
That's about as worse as when Ohio State University comes out.
I'm sorry, folks, but I'm gonna be laughing at you if I had to play a team whose mascot is a pair of testicles. No!
Speaking of that, I didn't know this was actually true. But in one of those far countries that we'd never go to, either in Iceland or Ireland, there is a museum just for that.
Oh my God!
No, I'm not lying. I don't even know
You see, now, Rhode Island, you need to change your team's name.
Like, dude, not like, dude, you make all of us nerds look bad. And now that you find out that you have a museum just named after what your team name is, you might need to go back into the boardroom and change that thing. Like, quick and in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, your team name is getting the field day, and we like it.
We're gonna be laughing at you for the rest of our lives for years to come.
Okay.
We're gonna actually on here to cheer. Go Nats, go! Go Nats, go! Go!
Wait. They do that with the Washington Nationals. Go Nats, let's go Nats. However, the team up in Clarksville, Tennessee, Youngstown State University Governors, every time they have their fan base out, they say, "Let's go P." Okay.
Yeah, Austin P, you're our honorable mention on here. Sorry.
Yeah.
And all the way from Lehigh University is the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. The only problem I have with that is there's no iron in pigs.
And I will avoid the hot dogs at the ballpark.
And by the way, they are the AAA affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies, by the way.
And I will, and folks, if I were you, I'll avoid the hot dogs at the ballpark.
Yeah, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. There's no iron in pigs.
And the number 38, all the way from Savannah, Georgia, is the Savannah Sand Gnats.
Yeah, that used to be a baseball team down there.
And the annoying sand-based insects are an overlooked genre for mascots.
Yeah, if I've heard the Sand Gnats once, I've heard it a million times. Oh, he's all girl. Not.
It can't be no worse if your team is named the Gonads.
or your fan base for the Austin State University Governor saying,
Go P!
And the only thing I can think of is going to go take a whiz.
Go P! Go take a waz, nigga. And number 39 is the Montgomery Biscuits. Hot, buttery, and delicious. Pauline's favorite team.
And the double A team of I believe, in Seattle now? The Montgomery Biscuits have been bouncing around all over the place. So,
and at number 40, all the way out of Connecticut, it's the Hill House Academics. I guess it's a long way to say they're known for their academics.
Academia. Not as popular as Go Nats or Let's Go P.
Go Nats, go! Go P! Go P! Go Nats, go! Go P!
You know what?
We gotta.
I could definitely see that one. I could see that one. But please, not at the college level. For the love of God, no.
Nah, this is at the high school level. That's embarrassing.
Man, should know better. Y'all literally should know better.
Yeah.
I mean, real. Y'all. I mean, gonads. What?
Yeah, but here's the thing, folks. Along with their 40 teams, there's 10 more teams. There's like 50 teams with weird names.
Oh,
But there's even some with honorable mentions. One of them is from Alcorn University, the Alcorn Zips, Division I college.
Actually, I think that's the Akron Zips.
The Akron Zips. And their mascot is Zippy the Kangaroo.
He's the kangaroo. Zippy. Okay, I can see that one.
But here's a little thing. It was back in the 20s, the University of Akron held a contest to determine a new mascot. The name Zips was created in reference to zippers, an oversized shoe made at the time by B.F. Goodrich, the tire company.
B.F. Goodrich tires, kids.
And to this day, the men's soccer team you see, until this day, the Alcorn Zips men's soccer team is quite successful, making NCAA tournament appearances 17 times in the last 22 years.
While the basketball and football teams continue to suck.
But their soccer team won the national championship just over a decade ago. And like I said about the Eaglets and the Hawklets, they're tied for honorable mention here. But it turns out the Orchard Lake St. Mary's Preparatory School is a boys' Catholic boarding school in Detroit. The Rockhurst is the exact same, just outside Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna name your team, why make it the little version of the animal? Why just call it the Eagles or the Hogs? It's weird, man.
Now I can understand if it's the girls' basketball team and they call themselves the Eaglettes. I get it, but not for the football team. Dear Jesus, can we please fix that little problem?
Yeah, but it's also been a host to a number of no-name professional athletes over the years, including soon-to-be forgotten LSU quarterback Rob Bolden.
Who? Rob
Bolden came from, you guessed it, folks, St. Mary's High School.
The Eaglettes.
Yep.
He was an Eaglet.
The Hawklets, on the other hand, have won 35 state championships across 8 sports since 2005.
Wow.
They were recognized consistently by Sports Illustrated.
Well done.
As one of the top athletic high school teams in the nation.
Well done.
Then there's the Arkansas School for the Deaf Leopards.
Okay. I can live with that.
Not Deaf Leopard as the group Deaf Leopard. Deaf Leopard has hard of hearing leopards.
There's a school here called the Tennessee School for the Deaf, but I don't know what their team name is.
There is, like I said, there is a college. It's Gallaudet.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Gallaudet has been infamous for 3 murders that occurred on their campus by one deaf student, and they blamed it all on a resident advisor.
Oh my.
And to this day, he's still never gotten an apology from the school or for the parents of the boy who they accused of killing their son.
Oh my. Oh God, that's scary to even think about.
Yeah.
Moving on.
There was no bio for this one. It's not even all that weird or unusual. It's just a matter of well-placed mascot and a ridiculous awesome, and this guy loves it. Oh no! Now we're leaving from America all the way to Japan.
Oh, we're going to Japan. We're going across the pond.
Yeah, we're going to Hokkaido.
Really?
As in the Hokkaido Nipponham Fighters.
The Pythons?
The Fighters. The Ham Fighters. It's the Japanese pro team.
The Hand Fighters.
The Ham Fighters.
How sad.
So at first, as it seems like it's called the Ham Fighters, which would be incredible. However, It's not to be. The Nippon Ham is actually the metro region in Japan, making this team the Fighters a lot more lame. A team called the Ham Fighters would have been amazing.
Now, I hope somebody at some point gets a team called the Baihu, the White Tigers.
Oh, that's the reason why then nobody hasn't heard of this team. This team was unsanctioned, and you already know what I'm about to go with, right?
Yes.
Go, Nads, go!
No.
Yeah. So I kind of cheated here. The Rhode Island School of Design is what it says. It's an art school, and one of the most prestigious in the entire country. Like their prestige, their team name, and mascot are among the best. It's not the best in the entire list. It's not the best in this entire list. The Rhode Island School of Design plays non-section sports. However, only club sports, which is why they're technically out of contention. The name Nance is ridiculously funny. It's even better known to know that the team's club basketball team is known as the Balls.
Ouch.
And then the mascot. Oh no! I found out the name of the mascot. I found the name of the mascot.
Oh no.
It's Scrody. Yes.
Move ahead.
Okay.
Move.
There's a little bit left on here. The school's mascot is the dick. Look it up. You're welcome.
Stop. Really? Now this show has gone completely off the reservation.
It's been off the reservation since that stupid team.
We were doing so well until now.
Okay. Among the top 50 is the Utah Jazz.
Jazz hands, no jazz in Utah.
No. Their mascot's a grizzly bear.
Okay, if the mascot's a grizzly bear, why the heck you call the Jazz again? New Orleans wants their team back, so they can get rid of that stupid New Orleans.
Yeah.
Now, I would love to see New Orleans get the Jazz back.
Yeah. And number 49 out of Evansville, Indiana, is the Evansville University Purple Aces.
Heard of the Purple Aces?
Also a Division I school.
Yeah, that one's cool.
They're the members of the Missouri Valley Conference. Yep. With 14 teams and a basketball squad with exactly 5 tournament appearances. The most recent coming in back in 99 when they lost by 21 points to Kansas in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what this guy says, what he doesn't understand is why the Aces have to be purple. It's kind of unnecessary, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree on that part. Don't need to be purple.
Uh-oh. Now we're going back to the minor leagues.
And last but not least,
out of Toledo, Ohio, the Toledo Mud Hens. The AAA affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. Detroit, what are you thinking?
Hey, I can live. Now the team I can't stand is the Richmond Flying Squirrels because there are no flying squirrels. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to see a flying squirrel, right? You want to see it flying and hit the windshield and die.
I don't think they ever died.
Yeah, their wings are their foreskin.
All right, I think we've gone close for an hour or over.
Let's
get fans preview what's ahead tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my guest will be Mr. Alex Cox of a women's football team out of Ohio.
Who will not be a part of it this year.
No.
But they could be next year.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
There's a football team on here we should really make fun of right now.
Uh-oh.
The New Braunfels Unicorns.
It's the unicorn. There's no such thing.
Yeah, it's a high school football team in Texas.
Oh, I should have known. I should have guessed.
And then there's the Stetson Hatters.
The ever silly unicorn.
There's the Stetson Hatters.
The Hatters, check.
The Beaver County Manatees.
Okay, that one I can live with.
The Youngstown Penguins.
Mm-hmm. Youngstown State Penguins.
We can't say the Iron Pigs because we recovered them.
Huh?
The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Iron Pigs.
And of course the West Virginia High School Polka Dots.
Now that one's stupid.
That's exactly what he said. He said, "Oh, come on, the polka dots? Really?"
Like a polka dot's gonna strike the fear of God in you when you play football against them? Oh, please. Not as funny as the Gonads, though. Sorry.
Yeah. Your boys' basketball team is the Balls. Your mascot's a dick.
I wonder if we can find any of their games on YouTube.
No. It'd be embarrassing. Yeah. You forget when your mascot's a pair of testicles. Named Scrody.
And who gets
And you're basically a freaking dick.
Can we come up with something better, please?
Of course, there's the University of California, Irvine Anteaters.
Heard of them.
The St. Bonaventure Bonnies.
Yes, I've heard of them. Now, I haven't figured that name out yet, though. The Bonnies? Their men's and women's team are named that.
My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My body just got hit by a car. There's no more Bonnies for me. Then,
what in the ABC Blood or Same Sports are they thinking?
then there's the Muhlenberg Mules.
It's Mule Day.
Muhlenberg out of Muhlenberg, North Carolina.
It's the Muhlenberg Mule Day Mules.
Oh, Lord. And here's another minor league team out of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
The Fort Wayne
Tin Caps.
Timber Cats. Fit timber on the hot timber.
Then there's the Division II St. Louis Billikens.
Hey, the Billikens are a boy. Even though they don't think they're good about birds getting their shots.
Well, they're actually named this after a kid's charm doll that was popular back in the 1900s.
I think it's a bird.
Oh, no.
Continue.
I found the worst team to the Gonads.
Even worse than the Gonads?
Yes.
Say it ain't so.
It is. And here it is. From a minor league team out of way of Michigan, the Lansing Lugnuts.
No, that one isn't bad. Those are screws.
Yeah, they're the Class A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Then there's the Northwest Space Pioneers.
Mm-hmm. Then there was another team called the what was it?
But here's a team that's pretty cool.
The Whitecaps.
And no, number 31 is the Saul C. Johnson Atom Smashers.
Smash. The Atom Smashers.
Yeah, this person said, we're only at number 31 here? They are really beginning to get absurd. I'm just going to leave this one here. The Atom Smashers? Come on.
Just leave that right there. Next.
All right, another minor league team, the Asheville Tourist.
That one's normal.
And yeah, they're the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies.
The Rockies. They used to have a AAA team called the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, which are no longer.
Oh, man. This one says, keep in mind, in the home slot, it says Tourist, not Asheville. So on a baseball scoreboard, we have the visitors and the tourists. Why not just be the visitors and confuse everyone in the sand?
Yeah. Who wins? Visitors or tourists?
Well, TCU, well, theirs kind of makes sense. Their mascot's a poisonous animal anyway.
The Horned Frog.
Yep. But it's their college, the Texas Christian University.
Texas Christian University. Them Horned Frogs.
Then we got the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Normal.
Well, yeah. Oh, we got another minor league team. The Modesto Nuts.
Yeah, the single A team, the Modesto Nuts. In the Cal League.
Yep.
The Modesto Nuts.
Yep, the A affiliate of the Oakland A's.
Mm-hmm.
Then to the Nuts, go Nuts, Nuts.
Yeah, Nuts, Donuts, Bug Nuts, Whitecaps, Timber Rattlers.
The Hartfield Yard Goats.
Yard Ducks.
Yard Goats.
What? Yard Dogs? Oh, dogs in the yard.
No, Yard Goats.
Oh.
Another team of, you guessed it, the Colorado Rockies. This team moved from New Britain, Connecticut.
Now here's the name for New Britain, by the way, which is a cool name. The New Britain Rock Cats.
Yeah, that's exactly who they were.
The Rock Cats. Which is actually pretty cool.
Go to downtown Hartford where the name Yard Goats beat names like hedgehogs, praying mantis, and whirlybirds.
It's the whirlybird.
They got a theme song. Look it up. It's hysterical. They got two mascots. A green goat named Choppers and a blue one named Choo Choo.
Choppers and Choo Choo?
Apparently, a yard goat is a nickname for a train engine, hence Choo Choo, a plane on a choo-choo train.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
I'm still skeptical. Eat it up. Then there's the Frankfurt Hot Dogs in Indiana.
The what?
The Frankfurt Hot Dogs.
Oh, jeez. Why couldn't they just call themselves the Frankfurters and be done with it?
Yeah, here's the disclaimer, though. The Frankfurt Hot Dogs aren't actually hot dogs. They're wiener dogs, which, while adorable, still doesn't help the fact that they are called the hot dogs.
Nuts.
All right, the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology Hard Rockers.
Crayola Rouse. Which we should give Sean for a loser's president.
Then there's the Avon O Farmers Winged Beavers out of Connecticut.
Who's the what the?
The Avon O Farmers. The Avon O Farms Winged Goats. Winged beavers. These are beavers with wings on them.
Winged beavers?
Yeah.
Almost about as worse as the. Oh, what? You ready for this? A friend of mine, we laughed at this name when we heard it. The Bossier Shreveport Mud Bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, them.
I know about that
Whatever
one.
happened to them? Whatever happened to the Mud Bugs?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The number 16, the Blooming Perry Awesome Bloom and Onions. The Awesome Blossoms.
Steakhouse from the man down under.
And of course, there are the syrup makers, the Purple Pounders,
We already did those.
out of Chattanooga Central High.
Did those.
Oh, the University of Arkansas Monticello Boll Weevils.
Bull Weevils. Heard of them.
Then there's the Centriella High School Centriella Orphans.
The who?
The Orphans.
Why would you want to call yourselves the Orphans? That's sad.
No, what's sad was during the state basketball tournament, the school was low in funds. They were forced to wear non-matching red uniforms with a random pile of clothes.
Yeah, that too.
And then it also says that the Centriella team looked like a bunch of orphans and the name stuck.
Still silly.
No, name of all the women's team, the Centriella Annies. So Orphan Annie.
From a classic book, Little Orphan Annie.
Then there's the Akron Rubber Ducks.
No, I'm not going to go there.
Robert Ducky, you're the one. You hate baseball lots of fun.
God, if only that was that simple. But it's not.
Oh, Lord. We're not making this up, folks. These are real stupid names of real teams. We're not making this up.
Yes, you can't make this stuff up. The Savannah, the Squish Banana. Remember the little email thing that I sent you?
Oh, yeah. Then out of Illinois, it's the Hoopeston, Illinois area corn jerkers.
The Evanston area, Illinois corn jerkers?
No, Hoopstown.
Hoopstown, Illinois corn jerkers?
Yeah, Hoopeston, Illinois is known as the sweet corn capital of the world.
You could have come up with something better than that.
And this guy said to him, the corn jerkers almost feel like the secondhand version of the corn huskers. As in Nebraska corn huskers, folks.
But an AKA total ripoff.
Yeah, complete with a humanoid ear of corn as a mascot, who was apparently trying to get his mitts on way too many sports at one time. Fear the ear.
Moving along.
Well, of course, yeah, the chemist paper makers, we talked about them.
We already talked about them.
And the Montgomery biscuits.
Talked about them.
All the way from Michigan, all the way from Wisconsin is the Calcuna Galloping Ghost.
They're galloping and they're goats.
This is something off a rip off of a Scooby-Doo character, man.
The only thing we're missing now is the Timber Rattlers. Or the Hickory Crawdads. No, I'm not kidding.
From Thailand. This is a Division I soccer team. This is a pro soccer team out of Thailand. The Thailand Tobacco Monopoly.
The Thailand Tobacco Monopoly?
Yeah.
So you got spit tobacco with
and cigarette
with a board game.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. How sad.
It's how suspicious as I part of place. Maybe you should ask the New York Red Bulls what they think. Yes,
Rebels
folks.
Or Rebels or
No, the New York Red Bulls, as in they were named after the Red Bull drink.
Oh yeah, the Red Bulls. Yes.
Yeah, they're the only team whose drink has bull sperm in it.
Yeah.
No, pass. And from St. Louis, Missouri, the St. Louis College of Pharmacy Utah. Yeah. Udatech. Pharmacy Udatech. Pharmacy techs. We have been through Iron Pigs, Yard Goats, Flying Beavers, Blue Holes, and Banana Slugs. Now, Udatech, we're really getting obscure now. According to various definitions, they're very difficult to understand. It's defined as the point where two solids combine to form a liquid. Apparently, they play sports at medical school as well.
Apparently, they do, besides making medicine.
Their women's track team made a national championship as a team, the first time an entire team has done something like that on any level of competition. The basketball team played at an indoor arena, officially called the Pillbox.
The Pillbox.
Yes, but
Center's called the Tin Can. Well,
but back in 2014, they tore it down. And I'm declining this call. And he knows better.
Okay.
And it's my former coach.
I knew that was coming.
And he's calling again.
I think we're going to close this podcast and just start talking about some league stuff that we need to get into for Sean for tomorrow.
All right.
Quickly.
They want. He's want to go over. He's pissing me off. Yeah, he's going to make me cuss his ass out. Well, yeah. Oh no. No. Oh, that's more than. They're more than 50.
Save the rest of them for next week.
Yeah, we're going to have to because there's about 600 of them. More than 600.
We'll pick up where we left off on stupid team names next week. on the unedited version. Plus, maybe we may sprinkle a few of them in to the Nightmare Insider pod.
Yeah. And really, if you're meaning to tickle the other owners' funny bones. Because they need to be tickled big time. Because if they read what we read, maybe they should have put the hippies on this list.
Was this in the conversation that I missed?
Nope. Maybe we should bring it across the funny names that we found.
Yeah.
Because I don't get me. This is too stupid to make up, folks.
Yeah, this is too stupid.
If you ever come, damn, I still got gonads on the brain.
Yeah, I know you do. All right, let's go.
We gotta wrap this up real quick. No, we're gonna leave this on a positive note. People,
we definitely gotta get this thing back on track somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna close this out on a positive note. Like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again. Athletes are just regular people too. It doesn't matter where they come from, who they used to be.
They're people just like you.
So don't be a douche to them. Because if you are, you're gonna get called on it. And we're gonna make you look like a total jackass.
Can we not do that? Don't be a jerk off.
Yeah, in the Rock's words, don't be an asshole.
Yeah, and don't be a jack off. Don't be a tool.
Like, guys, you don't want them calling you names to your face, so don't do it to them. Because they don't deserve the crap.
Goodbye.
They don't deserve this crap.
See you. All right.
And on that note, we're ending this. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you on this pod next Friday.
Yep.
See you for Nightmares Insiders tomorrow. And I believe we may have podcast number 3 up and running as well. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
If someone actually gives us a start date.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. So we'll see you guys next Friday.
On this pod. And check in with us tomorrow. What time are we doing the pod tomorrow?
Early start time will be around 5:00. So we could get that out of the way and get to the meeting. Because the meeting's at 7.
Now, are we doing the after meeting edition